If you dropship from Walmart, you'll find out sooner or later that they will start to cancel your orders. In this video, I'll show you how to get around this.
Give me every time.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another installment of Walmart started canceling my orders, featuring unhelpful chat agents and precious lost time. Okay, but in all seriousness, Walmart started canceling my orders the other day after I had listed a product that sold multiple times on eBay, and I felt like I was on track. I had momentum for that particular item, so I was kind of pissed off that all of a sudden this issue came up where all of the orders that I processed for that particular item were just canceled, and the chat agents gave me a hard time. They told me, oh, just, wait 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 48 hours, and then process the order again. At that point, I just became really skeptical of Walmart and what the chat agents were telling me. I didn't really want to depend on these chat agents' words, so I went ahead and did my own thing to process the orders anyway, not using my account, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Right now I'll show you some of the things the chat agents said. So in this situation, I kind of knew that Walmart would eventually cancel an order, and the reason I knew that was because I had watched No BS Dropshipping's YouTube video on the topic. Marc has a lot of useful material on his channel that you should definitely check out if you're interested in dropshipping. And this was one of the things, I knew it was going to happen at some point, and while it did, annoy me that it happened, I'm kind of glad that it did sooner rather than later, because, I could only imagine how much more frustrated I would be if it happened when I had, if I had a really established store, and I was getting 20 orders a day or 20 orders per hour, and then all of a sudden this happens. That would just be a major blow to my momentum. And I'm glad that it happened sooner with only minimal orders. That way I know what to do in case this happens next time. So in that video, I'll post a screenshot of it, and these are just some of the recommendations Marc made in his video, which is now a year old or so. And these are the following things he recommends. So he recommends changing the IP address, changing the payment method, and changing the email. Those are the three things that he suggests are what connects your accounts. And then what you need is Hotspot Shield, gift cards, multiple emails, and CC Cleaner. While I found some of this information useful, after I checked Hotspot Shield and realized the subscription for a year was $70-something, I was kind of turned off by it. While I'm a really big believer in using money to grow the business, if I don't really need it at the moment, then there's no point in spending that money. And I knew there had to be a different way, so I just started asking around. I asked the Paul's Titans Tribe, the Facebook group. Didn't really get much of an answer there, so I emailed a couple people. I messaged a couple people, and the one person who gave me some really good suggestions is Amanda Coffman. She's another drop shipper who uses the Genie to dropship, and I'll link her YouTube channel below so that you can see. She gave me like the best advice ever, and she really didn't have to do that, so I really appreciate her taking the time out to like help me, because she didn't really get anything out of it. Like, she didn't know I was gonna make a video talking about her or whatever, but I feel like this is really important information and valuable information that's not out there and that could help a lot of people. So if Walmart cancels your orders, the first thing you have to do is just not freak out, because once you start freaking out, it just goes downhill from there. There's steps that you can take to prevent them canceling your orders, and there's also steps you can take once they do cancel your orders. And once you get up there and start processing a lot of orders, then there's a high likelihood that they'll cancel some of your orders. So, okay, let's get into it. Yeah, if they happen to cancel your orders, the first thing you want to try is create a second Walmart account. I didn't do it immediately because I thought I could just get it fixed after the chat agents promised me to reset the account after 30 minutes, but that didn't happen. And I literally spent a day like talking to the chat agents, trying to reset it, and it just didn't get anywhere. So don't do that. Or actually do that and then try this thing that I did at the end, but I'll tell you about that later. So create a second Walmart account, get it tax exempt, and you can use the same tax info and the documents, and also use the same personal info. Surprisingly, that doesn't link your account. I don't know why. It just makes it harder. I guess it's just Walmart making it harder for resellers. So the second thing you want to do now is use a different IP to log in. You want to turn off your laptop's Wi-Fi, and then you want to tether your laptop to your cell phone's mobile hotspot. This will generate a new IP address, so it'll look as if you're logging in from two different locations, and it won't trigger any sort of like flags from Walmart or their system. So now the third thing is you want to check out as usual. Amanda told me that cashback sites may link your account. I'm not entirely sure about that, but if you guys try it and your order fails to go through, then you can leave that in the comments below so that other people, so that it could benefit other people. And it's actually perfectly okay to use the same gift cards. So if you had a gift card with funds in it, you can actually use the same one. It won't link your account. So Walmart doesn't track payment method, but I wouldn't use a credit card just because that might trigger something. If you want, you can try it, but I'm not sure about that one. And then what I was referring to earlier, if you don't want to do all of this, you might want to try, like after the chat agent tells you to reset after X minutes, you might want to try deleting and then re-entering your credit card information and see if that works. I did this like 2-3 days after the fact, and it like worked, but I don't know if it's just me or if this is just speculation. But if you guys happen to try that method out and it actually works, also leave a comment below. It might just help someone who just wants to reset their account. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. If you want to start drop shipping today, I highly recommend this course by Paul Joseph, I think that's his last name. He has a course called eBay Dropshipping Titans. I'll link that down below. I do want to disclose that it is an affiliate link, so if you do purchase the course, I forget the percentage, but I get a small commission from it. But it's a course that I bought. It's a very great course, actually. If I have time, I'll create a full review of it. Before that, I watched a lot of Marc's videos, as well as I also bought David Vu's course, they're both kind of outdated, but I wanted something structured, step by step, and just to give me that reassurance that I was doing everything right. But yeah, it's a really great course. It covers a lot of material. It even goes into how to get sales tax exempt from several retailers. So that's one of the best parts of the course. And I think an even better part of the course is the community, the Facebook community that he's built around it. A lot of the people in there are very active, very helpful, and they're really willing to help any newcomers out. So if you want that type of support, and you also want to shorten the learning curve that it takes to dropship successfully, then definitely give this course a try. It's worth the investment, and I'll see you in the next one.